everybody, this is Ninten Duo, and I'm doing a Kirby month this month, since this month was actually the initial release of the original Kirby's Dream Land back in 1992. It came out April 27th, and I just thought, I love Kirby, and why not do a month on it? So this month, I'll just be talking about the games and whatever. I guess it counts as a review, I don't know, or just a commentary about it, but we are going to start off with Kirby's Triple Deluxe for the 3DS, and yeah, hope you guys like it. Kirby's Triple Deluxe is a 2D platforming game, a casual Kirby game, but it was kind of different this time because it would use the 3D option kind of with not only the backgrounds, but a star you would kind of ride to maneuver the screen a bit, which was a very cool and new mechanic, I thought. Kirby has always held a very special place in my heart because the first game I ever played was Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii. And I was about 6 when I played that, and there was a hurricane where I came from when I was a little kid, and during that time, my cousins didn't have power, but I had power, so they just came over my house for maybe a month, and we played the hell out of that Kirby game, and we just enjoyed it so much, the 4 of us as a family. And when this game came out, I was maybe about 9, and I was so excited to play this. When I got off the bus, and my mom had a copy for me and my little brother, and I was very excited to play the next mainline Kirby game, and I was really happy with what it was. HAL and Nintendo did a very nice job with this game, and I'll give the rating out of 10 later on in the video, but so far I'm just going to talk about how I really, really enjoyed this game. The art style is really, really nice, and it was just, it was very cool for the time because it was the first 3DS Kirby game, and the graphics were a huge upgrade from Return to Dreamland. I'm not saying they were bad, but it came out very nice. It was a very bright game, and all the mechanics of it are very cool, and I love the fact of this game how they brought back Masked DDD. That boss fight, maybe not the same, but I liked how they made it harder, and it was a throwback to Superstar Ultra, which was another Kirby game I played before this when I was younger, and the whole game is a very, very nice game. Very cool bosses, and it was just amazing for me as a little kid to just see this, and I was really happy with it, and yeah, just a really cool game. Kirby's Triple Deluxe is actually the 10th game in the mainline series, which the game was a very big jump, in my opinion, from the Wii's art style and any other game. I mean, of course, it's going to be the newest for its time, but even the colors in the game are just so bright and immersive. It gets you very intrigued in the game, and the amount of detail they put in the backgrounds ever since Kirby 64. They've been making these excellent backgrounds that are 3D, not pixelated, and just very, very bright. And the thing Kirby Triple Deluxe does is just amazing how much they put into the patterns on the ground. And I know that's like a weird thing and kind of like a surprising thing to get crazy over, but it is really nice, and they gave it a type of plot which is different than a normal Kirby game. They made Taranza and Sectonia, they made Sectonia his lost love, which is pretty deep for a Kirby game. I mean, they've never done that before. Kirby is usually simplistic plot like that. It's not really anything new, like a Dark Force taking over, or DDD stealing food, or Meta Knight trying to take over. It's nothing really different. It's just, but this, and then further games after this would take it different. It kind of set a formula that should be like a little more interesting here and there. And it changed Kirby up, because the future games like Robot took it a little deeper with Susie and Haltman, and then the later games with Star Allies with Highness and the three Mage Sisters who took it deeper. Which this game, and like Return to Dreamland, would later set a lot of the formula for stuff, as in multiplayer and immersive stories and plot twists and just amazing backgrounds and a lot of stuff like that. There is about 6 worlds or levels, whatever you want to call them, in this game that are all very, very bright and very fun to play. Not too hard, but fun. I mean, you could take it harder with the boss rush mode, but we're talking about the normal mode right now. It is very fun, and they changed around a bit. One of my favorite stages is actually it's more like a circus, haunted house like stage, which it accesses mirrors a lot and with ghosts and whatever, and it uses the clown power-up, whatever you want to call a circus, I don't know, but they changed a lot. They changed the formula, or whatever. And just everything about this game I thought was good. I mean, I can't really be disappointed with a Kirby game. I don't think there's a single one I've been disappointed with. I mean, of course the spin-offs I'm not too fond of. I mean, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse and Kirby Canvas Curse. I've never been a real big fan of Kirby's limbs being removed and him only rolling around and me having to use a stylus. I've always been a big fan of just normal, usual 2D platforming. Not being a ball or something, which makes Triple Deluxe a good game for what it came out of, because during that time it was like 2 years since the last Kirby game, and we had this, and I think a little bit later, or I don't know, maybe it was earlier, but I think it was later, came out Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which again, it was good, but not my casual Kirby game. DDD and Meta Knight weren't shown once, which was disappointing. I mean, at least they put Bandana and Waddle in there, which was cool. But this game was very cool for the time. I mean, you would rather play this over that. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know yours, but that was mine. And a lot of people like this game. It came out good. Maybe not as boyish with the whole flower thing or whatever, but that's just my opinion. Going to a little, like, the prettier side and whatever, sticking to the theme of nature and the forests and trees and flowers. They were sticking more to that. But this game was just, it was pretty amazing. It didn't, again, like Robot, it wasn't announced it was announced, and then it came out a little bit after. And it's a very good game. And then the other thing I like about it are the collectibles with the whole keychains, and then the sunstones. The keychains were a cool thing, because again, you didn't have that much stuff like that where it could be not only helping you to get to an extra stage, but I don't know, I just like cool things to look at and whatever. Which will later go on to Kirby Star Allies with the puzzle pieces, then Robobot with the stickers for your Robobot. And it just changed a lot, and it was cool. It was a cool idea. And Kirby has been I've been very proud of the series since I've played since Return to Dreamland. Being a more modern fan, I mean, now going back into 2011, that's like 8 years ago. But to me, it kind of just felt like yesterday. I mean, it was a while ago, but new Kirby is still holding up. Still been a good game, and it's been really good. And then another thing I like about this game is how it introduced the Hypernova ability, which then would bring on the fact of super abilities like the Robobot armor, or I don't know, like the friend circle in Star Allies, or like the Star Shooter thing in Star Allies. What was it called? Like Sparkler, Star Sparkler? I don't remember, but I can't remember if they did this earlier. They probably did. I mean, of course, we had like the Hyper Candies and Hyper Lollipop. I don't remember, but this was different. Like with the Robot armor, you could absorb enemies and take their power-ups, and then with Hypernova, you could like suck in whatever you wanted, and they would each have like a cool-looking cutscene. I mean, not cutscene, but like animation for each enemy that got sucked in. Say, that mini-boss that was like a ghost, he would like go in the little objects, and then he would try and scurry away when you're trying to suck him in. Then the trees being sucked up, and whatever. And then the eels being sucked up from the pipes in the lava area. It was all just very new, and it became a staple mechanic. Again, bringing that up. And yeah, a lot of things that came out of this game became big things in the series. And there was a different thing with this game, that they changed DDD's design a bit. Which I don't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty cool, actually. They made him look a little bit more aggressive or angry or something. But it wasn't... It was cool, but not my usual DDD, but it was cool. And, took everything to a brighter tone, except DDD's face. They made his gold on his, like, hat and his beak and gloves and his feet. More like an orange color, but they changed stuff around in this game. Maybe a lot for the better. A lot of it was really good. And, this is a really amazing game. I recommend, if you guys haven't played it, you should definitely go play it. It is a very, very cool game. Very, very nice graphics. It's not even that expensive, really, since it's not old and it's not new. So, I would recommend to just go pick it up and just have fun. Just play the game. If you have any feedback on the comment, just put it in the comments what you thought of the game. Make it good, excellent, or terrible if you're the type of person that actually thinks the Kirby game is terrible. Or just recommend later what you would like me to do more videos on for Kirby. Like, what other game would you like me to do? I was thinking of doing Robobot next or Squeak Squad. Just tell me in the comments and I'll do that for you. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. If you stayed till the end, thank you. See you guys. Bye.